morning. It's the first day of my fall break and you get to see what I look like with a wet head and no makeup. And a little bit of an introspective heart. A long time ago, like a year and a half, maybe 2 years ago, I did a video on infertility, or just a little tiny glimpse into my infertility. And I never had the heart to make another. I'm already crying. And I don't know what made me feel like I had the courage to talk about it more, but here I am. I am 43. I am not married. I've been married before a couple of times. And I have one child. He is the light. He is the light of my life. And the reason, Lord, I absolutely look terrible. He is the reason that I open my eyes and breathing it out every day. So I tried not to make many videos or posts on social media about the absolute heartbreak I have in not having any more children. Because I never wanted him to think that I wasn't just absolutely content and satisfied and amazed by his presence on this earth, and that my life wasn't fulfilled by having him. So he's grown, he's 23, almost 24, and he's living this life of his own, and he comes to visit me on the weekends, and I love every minute of it. But I would like to connect my secondary infertility and empty nest syndrome, because they go hand in hand. There, that's not better, but it's out of my face. All my life, I wanted to be a mama and a wife. When you're a little girl, you have dreams of being a ballerina or Cinderella or a nurse or a teacher, blah, blah. I wanted to be a kindergarten teacher. Check. I wanted to live in a house beside my mom and daddy. Check. Did that for 10 years. And I wanted to be a mama and a wife. I've been a wife a few times. And for whatever reason that I will not get into today, or probably ever, I am no longer anyone's wife. Some of that's their fault, some of that's mine. Nonetheless, I am not. And as for being a mama, I was an unexpected mama at 19. And when I laid eyes on that baby, oh, what you talking about? My whole world changed. Then I fell madly in love with his daddy, because I wasn't in love with him before. I liked him, but I loved him once he gave me that baby. We were married for 4 years, and then we divorced. And I have been pretty good at being parenting partners of our son. When I remarried, I instantly started trying to have babies. Instantly. And over the course of 15 years, spent $30,000 on multiple attempts to do so, and nothing worked. I was able to get pregnant unexpectedly at 19, and then never again. I devoted my life to my baby, And I do not regret that for one moment. His life was mine. I went to every baseball, basketball, football game, every practice. I never missed. And my life is better because of it. We traveled all over this country playing ball because that's what he loved to do. And now he is finishing college, working full time, has himself a little girlfriend, and is living his life. And I'm thrilled beyond measure. He is the kindest soul. He has the biggest heart. He is sweet as pie, and he's a rascal. And he does things I don't just love, but he is the most precious baby. And the Lord could not have handpicked me a better son. He is perfectly imperfect. That's what I like to say about him. And now, here I sit. I'm a very active person. I'm involved. I'm an active teacher. I go play bunco. I have great friends. I walk and ride my bicycle, and I'm active in my church. I love my puppy dog and my kitty cat. But nothing that I have done thus far has filled the emptiness in my heart that was left from not being able to have other children. I'm not done being a mama. I think that's what God put me on this earth to be, and it has been an absolute joy to my heart. So when your one and only moves out, and I'm not excluding people who have 2 or 3 children and have a difficult time whenever they move out. I am not excluding them at all. But when they leave, and then you are here with such an absolute silence that is just deafening. You fill your day with activities and work and, decorating your home and working in the yard and planting as many flowers as you can get your hands on, which is what I'm going to do today, by the way. You do all these things, but the feeling never goes away. And because I was a young mother, and the majority of my friends had no idea what it felt like to love another human being until many years later, they all kind of scoffed at me, Shawna can't go because she's got Chisholm. And then whenever he became a senior in high school and I started to have these panic attacks, literally physical panic attacks of what am I going to do without him, they were good friends, wonderful people, but they didn't understand. Now a lot of them are going through what I did a few years ago, and they are coming to me apologizing, saying, "What is this?" And I said, "It's a feeling that you cannot put into words. You, on one hand, are just so ultimately proud and overwhelmingly excited for the journey they're about to begin. And so you don't want to overshadow their joy and happiness with your utter sadness. Because and a lot of times you don't. I've got friends who said I was just blown away. It was like a bulldozer hitting me in the chest. But I knew. And these 5 years later, the feeling is the same. And some of it may be linked to the fact that I am by myself, Some friends have husbands who they kind of like rekindle their relationship with, or they have other children to focus on. Not me. And so I YouTube and I sell skincare and support other kids and teach babies. And I go to my church and I do all these things. I cook supper and eat HelloFresh and, do all these things once again to connect with people and to have fun and share my life. And I'm so happy 90% of the time. Do I have snot coming out of my nose? But that 10%, guys, that 10% is a heartbreaker. And I am in no way taking away from the sadness of a person who has lost a child. I cannot imagine. I feel so stupid being sad when my son leaves, because I know I'll see him again. Praise God. I will see him again, and there are people who will never see their children again. And I guess I'm making this video because I want people to know that it's not always sunshine and rainbows, although most of the time it is. I think back when I was 20. When I was 20 years old, I mean, my vision for my future was so different than what has become. I'm on fall break right now, and all my friends are on vacation with their families, or taking their kids to do fun things, and here I sit. I don't have these crying jacks very often, but when I do, they're doozies. Have I said that yet? I don't know. You wonder what your point is. My purpose was to be Chisholm's mama and to guide him and raise him, and now that he's raised, there's just, I don't know what to do next. What do you do next? I know that my job is incredibly important. One of the most important jobs on the planet, hands down, and you're not going to be able to convince me any differently. My job of teaching babies and getting them started on the right foot and creating a wonderful school experience for them when they first start is up here with policemen and firefighters and doctors, and no one will argue with that with me. If you do, I'm going to delete you. But after 10 months of being with them more than they're with their parents, they go on and they go to someone else. And then I go home to an empty house. So that's why I love my little puppy dog and my kitty cat. And that's why when my baby is home, nothing and no one else matters. I'm focused on him. Sorry. I'm focused on him because I know that can be taken away from me at any moment. I will not waste 1 second of my time with him. And that's why I make these silly videos, like some people have said. Why do you make those silly videos? This is why. I like to connect with people. I like to laugh. And doing those silly runaway videos and making relationships and all that, it helps me. It's selfish, I know, but it helps me until I find another purpose for myself. I don't mean to be a Debbie Downer. I just wanted to make this video because I don't feel comfortable saying it on Facebook with all those people who are immediately connected to my life. The majority of them are people who live in my town, and there are people in my town who watch these videos. They do, but not a lot. Most of them don't even know I have a YouTube channel. Do you hear anything right now? Neither do I. I miss my house being full of little feet, boys wrestling, playing football in the front yard, playing baseball in the backyard, shooting hoops at our basketball goal. I miss making cookies for 10 boys who just show up at my house. I miss hearing my son's feet thundering up and down those steps to his playroom. And having a house full of people. I miss it all. And you can't go back. And if you don't have any more babies, that's it. I know that there's a next phase. I know that one day he's going to have babies. And I'll be a nana to the sweetest babies on earth. And I will forget this time in my life. Or maybe I won't. Maybe this will be a stepping stone of sadness to wonderful things ahead. That's what I hope, and that's what I'm looking forward to. I'm ready for it. I'm ready for the next step. I'm sorry if I depressed people today. I hope I didn't. I hope that this honesty is refreshing, and I hope it's helpful to someone who was going through it too. Anyway, I don't have anything else to say. This video is too long now. I hope that I help people. I hope that you're not judging me and thinking I'm being stupid. I love you guys. I'm about to go plant some flowers. Garden therapy. Flower therapy. That's what I'm talking about. Have a great day. And I'll be making videos about a new pillow I have that is fabulous. Some new cleaning supplies that are wonderful. And some new protein shakes that I've just started, and I really feel lighter and more energetic already. So have a great week and be looking forward to my next videos. Love you guys. Oh, look at this snot. I mean, am I disgusting or what? Bye.